The Parliament winter session begins tomorrow and SIR issue is likely to lead to a huge showdown in the Parliament. SIR has evoked sharp criticism from opposition parties and several opposition parties like the Congress, Trinamool Congress, Samajwadi Party, Shiv Sena UBT have slammed the government and election commission, stating that the exercise is a rushed one and has mounted tremendous pressure for the BLOs. Ahead of the session, the government called for an all-party meeting which was chaired by the Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh. This saw members of parliament from across the political spectrum in attendance. The opposition flagged a range of issues that it wants to raise in both houses during this winter session, including the special intensive revision of electoral rolls, the recent Delhi blast, the economy, and key foreign policy concerns. The government is expected to introduce 13 important bills during this period, including those related to the nuclear energy sector, higher education, infrastructure reforms, among others. Also, a discussion on Vande Mataram is also expected in this very short winter session. Remember, it's only 15 sittings. The opposition likely to be aggressive on these issues of SIR, unemployment, and also the rising air pollution in Delhi NCR.
I don't want to make government's position because we called this meeting to listen to the floor leaders of the opposition parties and also from the ruling parties. I don't want to answer at this point of time because in the evening we will have business advisory committees. Although various demands, various points were made, but to reply categorically at this point of time is not wise because we are going to decide some issues in the business advisory committees and there are other things we have to take permission from the chairman.
इस बार ऐसा लग रहा है कि चर्चा होगी और विपक्ष के जो दल हैं वो भी कई मुद्दे लेकर आए हैं ना, इसलिए लगता है चर्चा होगी। पिछले बार के बाद और इस बार में परिस्थितियां बदली, उसके बाद बिहार का चुनाव हुआ। बिहार के चुनाव में भी जनता ने अपना कुछ मतदान के करके जो मत सुनाया, उसके बाद परिस्थितियां बदली भी है ना।
जिस प्रकार से भारत के विभिन्न राज्यों से चुनाव आयोग चुनाव से पहले, चुनाव के दौरान, चुनाव के पश्चात जिस प्रकार से राजनीतिक पक्षपात रख रही है, तो क्या भारत में चुनावी प्रक्रिया संवैधानिक रूप से चलेगी? वोटर लिस्ट की सुरक्षा, चुनाव की सुरक्षा पर भी एक चर्चा हो।
प्रधानमंत्री जी कभी कभी भूले भटके पार्लियामेंट में आते तो हैं लेकिन डिस्कशन में नहीं शामिल होते। तो वो प्रधानमंत्री जो स्वयं मूल भावना जो संविधान की है उसके अनुसार अपने दायित्व का निर्वहन नहीं कर रहे हैं, ये बात और उभर कर सब लोगों के बीच से सामने आई। तीसरा, हर किसी ने एक बात कही कि जिस तरीके से विदेश नीति का भटकाव है, देश के हित में नहीं। और चौथी बार, एक बार जो और उभर कर सामने आ रही है, जिस पे लोग चर्चा चाहते हैं, वो महंगाई, बेरोजगारी। आंकड़ों से सरकार देश को न चलाए बल्कि वास्तविकता का सामना करे जो ग्राउंड रियलिटी है।
What you may believe or disbelieve, that's a different thing. But it would be your body language, smiling faces. What is this? वो लोग को वो समझ गया। हम लोग तृणमूल कांग्रेस जब बोला उनको, listen, another things that must be very clear. We spoke for 45 minutes. An election commissioner, chief election commissioner spoke for 55 minutes. He did not give any answer to any of our questions. He was talking about the procedure, he was talking about the law, what is it? That we know everybody. Even my clerk, you know I am a lawyer, my clerk also knows that, what we are telling.
All right, so it promises to be a fiery winter session. To talk more about the winter session as well as the issue of SIR that the opposition wants to discuss, Radhika Khera, spokesperson of the BJP, joining us, Mahima Singh, spokesperson Congress Party, Dr. Sanjay Kumar, JDU spokesperson, and Ghanshyam Tiwari, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Thank you so much all for joining us. And Radhika Khera, first to you, clearly the opposition wants to discuss the issue of SIR. It's underway in 12 states. There have been several concerns raised, including deaths of BLOs. And given that there's a lot of work also that the government wants to conduct during this session of Parliament, shouldn't the centre just allow for this discussion to take place?
First, good evening to everyone. First of all, the opposition has to decide whether they want to have a discussion or they want to create a ruckus. And history speaks for itself. In the last 11 years, the Congress has opposition has never agreed to discussion. When they said that they want to talk about Operation Sindoor and the Prime Minister came on the floor of Parliament to speak, then they staged a walkout. So the opposition is a habitual offender of staging walkouts, creating disruption in Parliament, creating ruckus, going into the well, trying to create a Rajata. So I think it's high time that if the opposition, they should also realize they're wasting the taxpayers' money. The taxpayers are not spending money or not giving their money as tax so that the opposition can always create drama over here. I know wo berozgar hain, but it's time that they have to work. They have the problem, Gargi, with them is that they've been out of work for so long that they've forgotten how to work. So it is an appeal. Winter session hai, like Kiran Rijiju ji said, कि ठंड का मौसम है, थोड़ा दिमाग को ठंडा रखें. If they want any, they've given their ideas to the government. If they want conversation, I'm sure the government will allow that. But they also have to behave like a responsible opposition and let there be discussion. Why do they run away from discussion? The point is that अगर किसी भी मुद्दे पे चर्चा हो रही है, every discussion is important for the country. Why are you not ready to sit over there, listen to the government, give your two bits and stay over there? What is the opposition always in a hurry for running away from Parliament or creating a ruckus?
Mahima Singh, your response to the points raised by Radhika there, and also the government has said again and again the SIR process is taking place under the Election Commission, and that the opposition, however, trying to rake it up and bring it into Parliament is trying to create this false narrative around it. Right, Mahima Singh, we can't hear you. If you can unmute yourself, yes.
Jai Hind. Gargi, I was curiously and intriguingly listening to the BJP spokesperson speak, and I was amazed at the fact that she has completely forgotten about the winter session of 2010, wherein Mr. Arun Jaitley emphasized on the opposition's rights. And it's quite amusing that she is talking about the opposition being out of work for quite a long time. Look at the BJP, who was out of power for 70 years, which they keep on crying all the time, and here they are only cornering the opposition for nothing. Now this is a winter session which is of the shortest duration. This is going to be historically shortest winter session of the Parliament, rather the shortest Parliament session. So now the BJP has to answer that why national security, which is, the Delhi blast, not on the agenda, why SIR is not on the agenda. 13 bills will be discussed, Gargi, out of which 10 have not even been looked at by the standing committees. They have not been placed before the standing committees. How are they going to make it possible within these 15 days? This is another one of the gambits straight out of the BJP's autocratic playbook of politics, undermining the electoral structure, electoral fabric of this country, what they've been doing by vote chori, and that is what you can expect of a chori ki sarkar, because a chori ki sarkar wants to run away from accountability, wants to run away from answerability. They know that if there will be a considerable discussion, there will be questions asked, and the country will want to know. And they have no answers because they have, sneaked into the Parliament through a back door. They
All
were
right,
not
Radhika will, give a reply to those points you've raised, but I want to go to Sanjay Kumar as well. And Sanjay Kumar, one has seen that between the, opposition and the government, there's been this, breakdown of relations, of any sort of, back channels to really resolve the situation. So we see parliament sessions being held up again and again, and it leads to extended standoffs, and it's a disfavor to the entire parliamentary process. So the government also needs to have this soft touch and reach out to the opposition and to ensure the productive session.
Thank you, Gargi. Good evening to everyone. So, it is very, it is very unfortunate to see how opposition is not trying to be constructive and rather destructive. They have lost faith in all the constitutional bodies of our country, and that is what they have been doing from SIR to other issues that they are raising. I totally agree that, it should be a very constructive time where debate should happen and they should participate. But since they have lost the faith, the kind of arguments that they bring forward, you just listened to the Congress spokesperson, and you hear Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition, saying similar things. That he does not trust any institution. He keeps bringing things that creates that mistrust. So how do we do that? And all the parties have been, called for a meeting, joint meeting to discuss things together. I think they should be more proactive, more positive about, what they want to bring forward and how they want to bring forward.
But these are important issues, Sanjay Kumar, that the opposition wants to raise. SIR process, there have been, deaths by suicide also that has been talked about, the bomb blast, the Delhi air pollution. These are important issues that the opposition wants also to be brought into this session of parliament.
I think, everything is lost around SIR because they don't want, the electoral rolls to be filtered and to be revised. Why they are opposing such things, and they are somehow creating a ruckus around SIR. We did it it happened in Bihar.
Yes.
It happened very peacefully. If you look at the ground situation, there is no single complaint that I was left out after the SIR. And the way the people, the BLOs have worked and the election commission has worked in Bihar was, very commendable, and Supreme Court was monitoring the situation. Supreme Court, did not find any wrongdoing in terms of the implementation of SIR. So if they want to bring
let me take that across to Ghanshyam Tiwari. Ghanshyam Tiwari, Samajwadi parties again and again talking about the SIR, and it's one of the issues you want to raise in the winter session. But this is something that the BJP points out, the fact that it took place in Bihar and there were no such instances that we have seen, especially no deaths of BLOs.
Good evening, Gargi, to you, my fellow co-panelists and the viewers. There are three important things. The first and foremost, we are in Delhi. Just take a breath, and you'll realize what this government is shying away from. That the air is so toxic that mothers of infant children are suffering, elders are suffering, and this BJP government is not even offering an explanation. Nobody here knows who the Environment Minister of India is, what is his stand on this, who the Environment Minister of Delhi is. So first, the right to breathe is valuable in Delhi. Second part, the SIR is concerned and Bihar election is concerned. In Bihar, they gave 10,000 rupees to every woman from the day election was announced to the time the woman went to vote. In a household, if there are two women, that's 20,000 rupees. That if you match it to per capita income of Delhi, that means in Delhi you will have to give 80,000 rupees, 4 times that number per woman. So today this government wants to boast in the success of Bihar, and they are going to say that we are going to give every woman anywhere between 20,000 to 80,000 rupees so that they can vote for BJP. It has to be raised in context of the complete puncturing and fracturing of election commission, who slept through this entire process and spoke about SIR. As far as my friend Sanjay's concern is concerned about nobody spoke about Bihar, just do a Google search and you will find on YouTube umpteen number of citizens from villages of Bihar on the election day giving bites to various news channels saying that they were not allowed to vote, they were turned back from the booth. The final point is Operation Sindoor, it seems, is still on. There was a blast in Delhi. The Home Minister has not even offered to resign for 1 hour, let alone take responsibility. Manipur is still burning. And this government that wants to save taxpayers' money has the infamy, I'll say infamy, to have 274 sittings of parliament in the previous Lok Sabha. They are going to beat that record. What is this hurry? They have the numbers. It is not a minority government. What is this shameless, cowardice hurry that you want only 15 days of sittings, or shortest winter session? You have the numbers. You have a powerful win in Bihar. Come and face the parliament. At least the Prime Minister should have the courage. He cannot face Trump. He escapes from summit to summit where Trump is not attending, Prime Minister will attend. At least face the parliament.
All right, let me take that across to Radhika Khera and
Modi in that cheerleading. At least have the courage and face the parliament.
All right, let's go back to Radhika Khera. Radhika Khera, there is a point. There's so many important bills from higher education, nuclear energy, corporate law, etc., that are slated for this session, and so we do want discussion and we want these bills passed as well. Is there a risk that Parliament might just rush through them under pressure? Under this because of this whole SIR-led controversies?
Let me start by responding to Mr. Take a Breath, Samajwadi Party spokesperson. I'm sure Mr. Tiwari was not breathing when the Aam Aadmi Party was in power, their alliance partner whom they supported during the last Delhi Assembly elections, because he was definitely not breathing. Because if he was, he would be remembering the gas chambers of Delhi. And if he was breathing back then and he's still breathing today, like he says that take a breath, Mr. Tiwari, it is for a scientific fact that the AQI levels back last year and AQI levels today, there is a marked improvement. Yes, there may not be a 100-point improvement. There are days when there is a 50-point decrease. Sometimes there's a 100-point, sometimes a 200-point decrease. But the pollution levels compared to last year and the years before that during the Aam Aadmi Party government, there is a marked decrease. And we are working on it. हम वादे नहीं करते और बोल देते हैं अपने बच्चों के सर पे हाथ पे कसम खाता हूँ और do some drama. We believe in working and our work speaks for itself. So if Mr. Tiwari had taken a breath during the Aam Aadmi Party government, maybe today Delhi would not be suffering. If you had not supported them, maybe Delhi would not have been suffering. So please behave like a responsible citizen. Let's leave the fact that you belong to Samajwadi Party or I belong to the Bharatiya Janata Party or that Gargi is a journalist. We all live here. We all are surrounded by Delhi NCR. We all are taking breaths in the same air. So you should be a responsible citizen. You should have not supported the Aam Aadmi Party for free.
Right, but Radhika Khera, as a journalist, this is an issue I've been covering for 10 years, 12 years, and we really need a series of all the authorities to work together on air pollution.
Gargi,
and
you
yes,
tell
we've
me
not
the
really
date.
heard
You
from
tell
the
me the date. I'll take out the AQI level of that date last year and this year. Let's talk on facts. We will only talk on facts. That is all. I believe in talking on facts. Let's compare date-wise. Maybe you should have one particular show on this, and I'll bring all the data for 11 years.
But it continues to be a huge
Of course it is an issue and it should be
issue.
solved. Which is why I'm saying that we should all be responsible citizens. If we are breathing horrible air today, we should not forget the horrible air that we've been breathing for 11 years. Please,
but hopefully we shouldn't just talk about the air in the end. But anyway, let's move away from the air pollution issue, which by itself is a huge issue, but also talk about how Parliament session and how we want a constructive session.
One session only on this. Let me respond to the Congress spokesperson. If you would not speak over me, ma'am.
Sure,
Let
go
me
ahead.
respond to the Congress spokesperson. She was talking about Jaitley Sahab. Well, you should learn other things from Jaitley Sahab also. Tell me how many times can she tell me that the Bharatiya Janata Party stalled Parliament the way that the opposition has been doing? Yes, we did stall Parliament when there was the 2G scam, the CWG scam, the coal scam, and the irresponsible statement made by Dr. Manmohan Singh ji regarding Sharma Sheikh. Yes, we did. We did stall the Parliament that time, but there were issues because there was multiple corruption issues. That is the only time. Otherwise, the Parliament functioned very smoothly. And yes, you should also spoil, but not like you never let the Parliament function. अच्छी चीजें सीखे ना जी, ये चीजें सीखने वाली थी. But no, you have to, like I said, you have to decide whether you want to discuss issues. Now, if you say that ये issue होने चाहिए थे, tell me, did the opposition not say that Operation Sindoor should be discussed in the last session? Did the Prime Minister not come to the floor of the Parliament? Why did the opposition stage a walkout? Why did they not sit over there and listen to the Prime Minister? Now, who staged the walkout despite the fact that उनके हिसाब से वहाँ पे प्रधानमंत्री जी आए? So you cannot be like my way or the highway and चित भी आपकी पट भी आपकी. ऐसे नहीं होता है. Please, and by all the time by saying chori ki sarkar hai, you're insulting the voters of this country. And if you feel chori ki sarkar hai, to Supreme Court jaiye. Why is Rahul Gandhi not giving an affidavit? Why are you not going against the Election Commission and complaining?
All right, Mahima Singh, respond to that. And yes, we want a constructive session.
Why don't you file a case?
And for too many times when we ask the Congress about having a constructive session of Parliament and having discussions on these very important bills, you go back to Arun Jaitley and Sushma Swaraj and how they disrupted Parliament. We need to move forward as well.
Gargi, that's very well, but I would ask a simple question. Did you listen to the Chief Justice of India when he spoke day before yesterday in the Supreme Court, when us lawyers of the Supreme Court came for physical hearings, and he said, please, you can avoid coming because we have VC facility. This air is not worth breathing. Will the BJP spokesperson also call him the names that she was calling an opposition leader here? Will she also, heed to the Honorable CJI when he says walking is the only exercise he used to do, but now he's not able to do that? He's been at the Supreme Court for the past few years, but never has a Supreme Court justice spoken the way the Honorable CJI spoke 2 days ago. Now, coming to the scams, back then scams used to be brought up by the opposition, which was the BJP, because there was a CAG which was functional and whose reports were not put under the sheets just for the propaganda that the BJP is doing now. And back then, those scams were brought up by the BJP, and then the UPA government was fully acquitted by the honorable courts of law. The BJP must apologize to the country for having built up and cooked up a false narrative before the country because of that. Now, she's talking about the last 11 years. Tell me, Gargi, as a journalist, when in the history of this country have you seen, there was an Anna Hazare movement. There were protests staged by the BJP all the time, half naked, with cylinders on their heads, with bangers saying what not to the then Prime Minister of this country, Dr. Manmohan Singh. Back then, the BJP spokesperson also stood up for those values. But now let me just say, today, when a common man in Delhi steps out at the India Gate or on the common streets to stage a protest, they are treated like they are criminals. Why? Why? Because they are raising a voice because they can't breathe properly. The same voice that the Honorable CJI is raising.
All right, I'm running out of time. Radhika Khera, respond to what has been said. And really the issue is that we want a constructive winter session and the opposition really ready to corner the government over these various issues, SIR, the bomb blast in Delhi, economics, also the pollution issue. Yes, Radhika.
Let me please remind the Congress spokesperson with the last thing that she said. Jitne hidma marenge, utne hidma ghar se niklenge. And those people who were chanting those slogans in India Gate went and met Rahul Gandhi, and Rahul Gandhi gave them audience. The same hidma because of who the Congress Chhattisgarh government was finished. A man who does not respect the death of his own workers. The man does not respect his own workers
who went and met Rahul Gandhi. I have to clarify here. All right, I think we'll just have to wrap it here because I'm completely out of time. Thank you so much all for joining us. Tomorrow, a winter session of Parliament begins. Clearly, the opposition ready with a host of issues to corner the government. The government has a lot of bills that they hope to pass in this winter session. Will any work get done? Well, that is the question. We'll continue to track that all very, very closely. Thanks all for watching. We'll slip into a short break.